Hello and welcome to my channel. My channel is titled Bruised But Not Broken. And it's actually titled that off of a blog that I began. Actually, in full confession, I began the blog possibly about 2 years ago. And I really should have um, at least monthly been writing in the blog, and one thing led to another, and I don't know, life just happened, and I just kind of lost the flavor of posting messages in the blog, and I know that it is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. um, I reflect back on actually one of the last posts that I made, and it was about obedience. And I really had to take a look at myself because I really needed to look and see whether or not I'm really being as obedient as I should be. So here I am, um, being obedient. The channel got its name from a Bible verse, which is Psalms 147:3. Psalms 147:3 reads, "He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds." It's that simple. He heals the brokenhearted and he bandages their wound. That's powerful. And if you can imagine, I've made a blog and now these videos off of just that one verse, because I think that many people are walking around here wounded and broken, and the climate of the time that we're in right now, there's a lot of brokenness, and it's important for us to understand and realize that we don't stay broken. You don't have to stay broken. If you don't want to be broken, you don't want to stay broken, you don't like the way you feel broken, Psalms 147:3 does put it properly. He, as in Jesus Christ, heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. If you've ever read my blog, I have an About Me page, and I kind of took the time to write about how the blog came about. And I'll be honest with you, I am not the outwardly facing type of person. I'm not a showboat person, actually. Very fine staying in the background, doing a lot of work, and just staying back there, orchestrating and making sure the show runs as good as the show should run. That is as organized and as professional as the show is supposed to be. And I'm that girl. I'm that one. I'm the one back there making sure the show runs, bossing everybody around, saying, let's get this, let's get that. Nope, next is this, next is that. Oh no, let's not forget this, let's not forget that. And you have no idea that I'm even there running the show. I'm okay with that. God said in his word that we overcome by our testimony, right? I hope that through my testimony that somebody else will keep fighting, that you will keep going to the throne, that you will not sit with the gash and that gaping wound, and that you will go to the throne of God that you will lay down at the feet of Jesus and allow him to heal you of your wound, heal you, and put the pieces back together. I'm going to read you something about what I wrote on that page. I wrestled with the title of this blog, of this page, of this whole Bruised But Not Broken thing. I wrestled with it a lot because for a while I felt broken before God is where we want to be, right? So I continued to pray about it. And over time, he began to tell me what it meant. And this is exactly what he said. I'm going to read that because I want to read it word for word. If you ever get a message from God, you want to write it down as soon as you hear it, because you want to be able to do your due diligence of making sure that you remember it like it said, because you will forget. You will go through hard times. You will not remember your promise. You will not remember. And if you remember, what you're going to remember is that something good was said and you ain't in it right now. And you're going to need to encourage yourself. You're going to need to read it over and over again. You're going to need to remember. God said, we are bruised and not broken, because God takes the broken pieces and makes us whole again. He mends our broken heart and heals our wounds. Our bruises and scars remind us of the change that God made so that we won't go back. The bruise is a visual reminder of where he brought us from. After a while, some bruises and scars will go away. However, some will stay because that wound was so deep that it now serves as our testimony. We use it to tell of his goodness and his grace. Though I'm still in my healing process, the wound that I had that was so deep, I've been healed. But it still has a bruise, because God wants to remind me that I'm his daughter. He can take me out of anything. Sometimes your bruise is not going to be, it might not be physical. It might be a mental situation. It might be the mounting mountain of generational curses. It'll be anything. People go through every and anything. And your story is not going to be like my story. My story is not going to be like your story. And really, no two stories are the same. They may be similar, though. But the concept of the story, it's always the same. We go through things, but God heals. He delivers. He saves. That we can't forget. I'm looking forward to what God intended all this to be. I don't know who it's going to reach. I don't know who's going to ever see it. Just like I didn't know who was going to read my blog. Who was going to see it. Who was going to read it? Who was it going to touch? God said, that's not for me to worry about. You got to go on blind faith and learn just to be obedient. God said, write a blog. I write a blog. God said, post these videos online and speak to the people. I post videos and I speak to the people. You have to get to a place where you're obedient. You have to get to a place where when God speaks, you answer. And you do what he says. For sure, you will see difference. You will see miracles happen. You will be healed. Your brokenness will be mended. Jesus is still the answer. I pray that God uses me in whatever way he wants to use me. I pray he always gives me the words that will speak to you, the words that will bless you, the words that will touch your heart, that will move your spirit. But rest assured, the message that I speak, it's not just for you, it's for me. They are my reminders. They are my messages. They are my things that God is telling me. And then he says share. Because someone out there needs to hear what I'm hearing. Someone out there needs the encouragement. Someone out there needs the reminder that they are somebody. Someone needs to remember that before you were in the womb, God remembers you. God knew you because he created you. Before you were in the womb, there was a plan, there was a purpose. Before you were in the womb. I pray this message, these messages that I'll put on here, I pray that they'll touch you. But rest assured, they do nothing for you. They are certainly working for me. If only I'm posting them so that I can go back and look and remind my own self what God said in that time, in that moment. May God bless each and every one of you. May he give you your purpose. May he reveal to you what's your plan. Down below, a link for a prayer request. I want you to know that I'm going to be praying for you. I will be praying for every request that comes in. And as I pray, if God tells me something for you, I'll answer you back and let you know. I'm praying that this is a blessing for many. But know that it's a blessing for one. Always remember, we may be bruised, but we are not broken. Stand up. Get up. Try again. Sometimes when we have bruises, we gotta rest. You know, the doctor says when you sprain your ankle, you rest, you put it up for a while, don't walk on it, rest it. You might have to ice it. You might have to put some heat on it. You might even have to take a painkiller because it hurts really bad. Address the wound. Don't pretend like it's not there. Address the wound. Address the situation. Address the person. Address it. And then Lay it down at the feet of Jesus. And rest yourself there. And allow him to heal your wound. Wound care. We are bruised, but we are not broken. Get up. Try again. You're bruised, but you're not broken. Get up. Try again. You're bruised, but you're not broken. Get up. Try again. Blessings to you all. And remember, if you need prayer, click the link below, and I'll be praying for you.